professional protester. Professional protesters always have guitars, you know, from the back in the day of the Woodstock Nation, the Black Panthers. And all us revolutionaries who learned to just hide out in the hills of California, Humboldt County, Red Way, where now the state hasn't passed today. System's been hard on me. System's hard on us. I can tell you from my experience that the system is definitely pathological and is held up and enforced by people who have taken on the role of enforcing the pathological system because it cannot stand on its own. System is hard on me. But I'll tell you, I know a couple of things. This man elected has already proven that he's not going to turn out too well. Hear the bad note come on, just because I said so. So what's wrong with a professional protester? A professional does it right. So the Democratic Party, I say, is just direct, and I don't see how you're going to fix it even if Sanders writes a great book. Because I found out they won't do things in order, and they won't do follow-up, and they like to lie for fun because they don't trust us. And they lie to cover up their failures. In the fine print, system is hard on me. System's been hard on us. It's a pathological system. It's a pathological system, and it's enforced by pathological people. I could say, you know, I'm supposed to build a country of airports, and I can say really right off, we need the world's help, and that's why I'm going to turn my focus to prevent an apocalyptic riot, because we're going to need a lot of help from the UN and what's left of it, because it's turned into a big nepotistic playground for the sons and daughters of princes. Get cushy jobs in New York, spend Wednesdays at La Trapeze, the sex club. I should go naked for a meeting there. So we need another UN, and I honor the points for reinvention of the great diplomat who had the great kindness and graciousness to communicate with me and write me as I was working on United Nations television, which ought to be a thing. We ought to understand you win, you use the tools of the winners. And peace has the people who want peace for us all. And you get through the bottleneck. We're beaten TV land, beaten by a jet setter going in a fast jet more often to the places and just showing himself. And you couldn't do it. Well, I like a French plane. I wish the French would help me and my people, which I gotta build up, get around in one of their Falcons. That'd be enough for me. I don't know. Maybe Boeing lose a supporter. I like that Falcon 15. The main point you gotta remember now, if you're a citizen of the world, you can't be a citizen of the world unless you're a Transcendia in my book. It ain't just being a jet setter with a lot of money like another huckster turns out to be a Sir Richard Branson. I'll be a professional politician if that's what it takes. I got everything in place. I did a book, and I know how to fly too. I'll tell you, from what I've studied, if you want to win, you go further faster. And the same thing that got LBJ was going to doing the same thing with a helicopter that this man Trump did on top of everybody. First thing I heard out of Obama's face was that he loved the Air Force One, but I never heard of him trying to take left seat like I would. And I don't want to hear Trump taking left seat in that Boeing either. So at least I got a DC-6. Anyway, in my book, you know. You get the point.